between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godwin.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Bad loss, boys. Ain't no thing. Bounce back on these Giants.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in week 9?
Think about this whoop ass.
It's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I know. I see him. Waiting for that run.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
Wide
open
already.
Receiver complete. And now off to the races. Down the right side.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Giants. A big
he scored a
play
touchdown on him.
His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Damn.
Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
So here are the Cowboys under head coach Jason Garrett as they get set for their first opportunity. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
On second down, it's Pollard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff
Come on,
really
block
gets
him,
on them,
fool.
and that's how they motivate
Okay.
them. Most of these guys are
I
self-motivated.
think
They
he's
have a
going to
lot of
block him.
pride
He's
in their
going to
performance.
slow.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 10 carries, 122 yardage-wise, and a score as well.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
2nd and 6. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Come on now.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Let's look at the defensive starters now for Dallas. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
On 3rd down, Terry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good.
No, it's tight right now.
People to the football and snuffed out the play.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know what it would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Let's get some penetration here.
2nd and 9 now. Got his man complete over the middle.
Oh, come on, man.
He's brought down.
I was hoping Cooper would block for me.
Give him 15 there, and the
I could have got
Cowboys
more yards.
First.
Man.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's #4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Oh, okay. You want to relish that shit now?
2nd and 10. He's got a man complete.
Okay. Go ahead, relish. Go ahead.
It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense, you know you got a drag route on as your primary call. You got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
What the hell? What's up about?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Ain't no thing, but hey, all I gotta say is all the rushing yards you got on
to teach
quarterbacks
how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy.
Make
sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Oh, damn it.
This is intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Get him,
And he'll
boy.
take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage.
Give me that shit. What I said.
It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Loosen things up.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run on first down. It's Banks. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down now.
Oh, damn.
It's Banks looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Palmer. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Oh, cool. Burn that nigga, cuz.
He'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
Oh, man. Come on, man.
Picked off inside
I know my quarterback ain't got the hips.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Like that.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4. Murray, throw left side complete. It's Terry. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They got it.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, it's Terry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Terry, and he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Got too many points.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, it's Terry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is.
Oh, man, we're going to let him roll.
He's a big man.
To a first down, huh?
Boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt.
What the fuck?
That's complete.
Come on, man. You know it's a fake.
Have a first down here.
Come on, man. My defense that weak.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. Murray now on first down. Murray fighting, lost the football.
Oh, shit, they need to pick that shit up. They need to pick that up quick.
Plays like this when the ball comes through, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Murray now. And time for runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down.
Punt that ball.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Good adjustment, baby.
Throw here, right side. He hauls it in.
I'm talking about.
Covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That's user adjustment right there.
That's an excellent read right there. Salt cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Shit.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out.
Okay, it was Ashley.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
I remember making that comment.
A little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
With the last name like Ashley. Yeah, you should have been hurt.
We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On first down, Pollard.
No! Why would I do that, man? I'm trying to cut.
Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Come on, Pollard.
Got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Second and 3. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run on first down. Banks.
That's right, Banks.
Power running here down to the 6-yard line.
That's how you do
it's
it.
a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting that gut. Hold up. Let's see.
On second down now.
Yeah.
It's Banks, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. He's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
And he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Now a handoff here to his running back.
That ain't gonna work.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Murray now to throw.
Wide open.
Left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And no room to maneuver there.
Okay.
Give him a yard up to the 47.
Put you north-south, Pollard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player.
Just getting
Half
handled
defensive
out
back
here.
that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Let's get you something else.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 1. No, bottled up. Fumble.
What the fuck? How is that a fumble?
The Giants have it.
And my guy is still...
Accelerating, and off he goes.
Oh, my God.
He's at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
How is that a fumble, dog? That's an incomplete pass, right? And then it shows that. No, that's not a catch. Look. Is it a 4? Oh, no, it's not a... No, it was still a forward pass. Oh, behind screen. Oh, it should be an incomplete pass. Wasn't a backwards throw.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing now is Murray. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Murray. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Palmer. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
Now let's play some fucking defense.
Now out come the Giants. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the 35 on second down. Murray.
Wow, he caught that.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Murray now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Murray.
What?
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrich Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. So we reach halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where you see the final score there. 24-0 is your final. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions.
Oh.
Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for
talking about Doc Rivers. So, yeah. So he not on code. Coon ass. He must, or somebody must didn't reach out to him. Either or. I hope. I mean, it's been going. So somebody's got to talk to him about that. We all gonna disown his ass too. Yeah, man. Man. I think he's getting help though right now. I think Mark Cuban put in some money for him to get some help.
Just tell me where the thing is. Where am I?
Yeah. He was homeless and because like he has a condition too. He's bipolar, so I'm not sure if he's on drugs or it's just his bipolar kicking in. He's on drugs too? Okay, well, what kind of drugs though? I know it was alcohol. One was alcohol. I hope it ain't nothing heavy. Because he was on the sidewalks like he was heroined out though. Like, not to be funny. Huh? Panhandling, he was yelling at people. He was going. I mean, he was doing the most. Like yeah, man, that was crazy. I felt bad for him, man. He was getting beat up. People just picking on him, just getting beat up. They didn't know who he was. They, because he looked straight like like a bum with a gang of tattoos. So. Yeah, man. No respect. They probably didn't know who he was, because if they did, they wouldn't have done that to him. Or they probably done it. Damn, did he really? I don't think he really did. He really do that though? I don't think he. Is that fact? That's facts. Man, I don't believe it. Who? I know, but that's just hearsay, right? Who confirmed the fact? That's what I'm trying to say. Who confirmed the fact other than Delonte West? Because one person could be like, yeah, I did that. But he's the bipolar, so his credibility is kind of washed up. Rich Paul, really? He said it? Wow. No wonder you told his mama to sit her ass down. Or sit your fast ass down. What's wrong with you? and we was all talking about, oh man, you shouldn't disrespect your mom like that. Man, she if she really did that, she disrespected him. And on top of that, fucked up somebody else's life. Because like, if she wouldn't have done that, they would have won a championship. You know, he would be known more. You know, he wouldn't be on the streets. He'll probably still be playing. You know, but the simple fact that he got blackballed like that, I think that's what it was. He got blackballed. Okay, you know, nobody on the team where they sleeping with people, mama. Mama wouldn't want that. Yeah, Delonte, that's what I'm saying. I heard that he said, in the interview he didn't really say it, but like they asked him, and he was like, well, you know, like like he was saying it like that, like, well, you know, it is what it basically what it is, or it was what it was. Who? Kyler Murray. Well, it's all alleged, man. I ain't getting sued. I'm broadcasting, so. Okay, y'all get sued. There you go, people. We clarified that. All right. Game on.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
This is like the other game,
and
man.
no return on this one as the fair
Like
catch is sailed for and taken. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try to get a start and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
I was waiting for my block.
Offensively, you got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect.
Or maybe I was coughing and I did
game
something
plan
wrong.
Showing you.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, you said shit, man.
Oh,
no, cool.
The Giants have it. It's picked up, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, man.
Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. Man. It's Curry.
He's 39.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They run a draw here on second down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 5 now. Murray. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night as his guys have now moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Come on.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Yeah.
And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the hole and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Let me see. Okay.
Check 52.
Yeah, shut your ass back too. All right.
On first down, Pollard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, safety.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Okay.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Thanks. Get up in there.
It's just me and you.
They'll run on
Block.
first down.
There you go.
Banks. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Banks. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Get a good roll in.
A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Nice execution there. Good job by the
Banks,
O-line getting him in for the second time.
Bigger day.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes?
It's going to be a day. It's going to be a day when he starts.
And find his way into the end zone.
To bring the rookie
Extra
in.
point up and good by Sanders. And we are all tied at 28.
That's what Banks is. He's the bridge. See, now I shouldn't be telling y'all this.
Back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
But yeah, that's what he is.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now they try the right side here.
Man, ain't no struggle.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second
I know
and
what
6.
the outcome will be.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On second down, here's Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. Murray now, pretty remarkable, 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here. A throw over the middle, taken in. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play fake. Murray. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
My guy got sucked in a damn animation. That's fucked up.
Touchdown as they have taken the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
But last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
27 yards there, a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again.
Yeah. Good shit.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
All right. My boy Banks smash. Look at these. Look at these guys again.
Check.
I'm waiting on Cooper.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receiver.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite level production.
Ain't no time.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Oh, no. No, it did not do that to me. It did not do that to me. It did not do that to me.
For a giant touchdown.
I was sitting there waiting on the pick, dog. Press fucking triangle, everything. Did everything perfect. I did everything perfect, dog. I swear to God.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory. 3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This is taken at the 3. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Here we go.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Next one up. We got another one. It's a running back committee. Let's go. Let's see the new guy. Hold up. Yep.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, QB, come on.
2nd and 9 now. This will be caught inside the 10.
All right, baby.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
They'll look to throw to the end zone. It's incomplete.
Shit.
And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
Come on, man. How more bush can you
Kick
get?
an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Seriously. That was, man. Come on, man.
Now after
Oh
the
my God! Like really, that quarterback cannot be that bad. My quarterback can't be that bad.
Back here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to
keep this
take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this.
Get me on! No! What the fuck?
Tell you what
Come on!
And make sure they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Okay.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front.
What was that?
Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once. But you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
This is the tight end Fant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I think it's Robinson.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
I'll take it.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run with Pollard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watts. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Pollard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Pollard.
Yeah, now it's a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it now with Robinson, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just
want to get him a touchdown right now.
3rd down.
He should have got a touchdown the first time.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Go, kicker.
All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
Damn it.
They'll try and throw
again. Come the fuck on, man. This is bullshit. Wide open. This is an easy pass.
Right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now, maybe I'll play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range.
All of a sudden, man, okay.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
What we might have to do is we might have to let them score.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Make sure they get out.
Give him 3 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
What I say?
Intercepted. Picked off at the 47. That's where the return stops. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On first down, Pollard. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Yeah, Pollard, you're gonna have to get at least 70 yards, nigga. You got to break 70.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's brought down after a very nice game. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Hell yeah.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could
They're
officially
trying to
salt this one away.
yeah. They're trying to give me the touchdown.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Look, I can just call any play. They'll
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
let me in.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Slant. Shoot it with.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there.
Cooper had
But now it's
butterfingers,
third and
nigga.
goal.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll set up a throw. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants now down by 9. 1:47 on the clock. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5.
What?
Gets it to the 30. Back to throw. Murray. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. To throw, it's Murray. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Murray, he's used to moving fast in Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. Looking to throw again on second down.
Oh, dude, we know it's going
That's
to you.
over the middle
Come
by
on,
Fan.
man.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36. Here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Terry. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Let's get our pick. Come on.
To throw is Murray.
Giving it to us. Come on.
And
Oh, you going to
incomplete. 12 seconds left.
You gonna knock it down.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Terry.
That's right. Gonna injure you again.
And
boy.
the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And
sorry,
the defensive guys are saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2.
Lamar
Next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.
We'll see what's up.
Thanks for tuning in.
He's putting up some numbers. That was numbers too. Yeah, he did his thing too. But he only rushed once like that. But Lamar, man, he took off. He was faster.
So, it sounds like they really want you to join that party anyway, so you should go play.
We might have to trade coming on there.
Oh, that's you call what you're doing? I'm pretty sure that's not.
I don't know.
You're even
I'll
talking
see.
to nobody.
I see who's out there.
What are we supposed to be talking about? Everybody's doing something different. You acting
Yeah, we're
like
gonna
you
start
hanging,
that training
though.
right
You're
away.
not hanging. Watch your mouth, buddy. Watch your mouth, you know?
What? No, it was just training.
Really? Then what did he ask you? Since you didn't want me to ask you here.
Oh, he's not a rookie. I don't think. Let me see.
You just told us, you fucking liar.
Let me see.
You
Let me
just
see.
told us he asked you something.
Let me see.
That's what you said.
I think I just picked him up out of free agency to fill a hole. Let me see. Yeah, 6 years.
Should I know? Because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure if he was listening, he gonna tell you.
6 year back.
Nah, he's not gonna agree with me if I'm wrong, yo. No, he is not. No, he is not.
Right down right outside. Blah. Love it, clap. Yeah. Go ahead, close that.